Tiger Woods, the golf legend Tiger Woods, involved in a vehicular crash. In time past, he has had this kind of crash where he sustained major injuries, you know, and had to undergo surgery. In recent days, Tiger Woods has been involved in another crash. Fortunately, this one was not as serious as the first one, but information coming out was that he was driving under the influence, DUI. They did tests, at the scene. There were tests, there were suggestions that he may be under the influence. He was arrested. When he was taken to police custody, they did a breathalyzer test, which confirmed, which further supports that he was under the influence of alcohol. And then he was asked to submit a urine sample, which he declined. So he was charged for driving under the influence, for endangerment, and also for refusing to comply with an official act by submitting his urine sample. And it's unfortunate, they said that it's just few weeks to a major golf tournament, the Masters or so. So it's coming at a unfortunate time. Timing is quite unfortunate. And as some weeks ago, he played in a tournament, an event, and people were quite optimistic about Tiger Woods participating. And then we've seen images, the mock shots of when he was in police custody, and we've seen images of him being driven out of when he was released from the police custody. You know, Tiger Woods is a black American legend, icon, sports icon, golf legend, you know, and it's unfortunate how things are playing out with him. One thing you note is that it's something that I've seen. Tiger Woods, popular black American sports figure, then he was a family figure. He was married, he had children. So he had this posture of a family man, a respectable family man, family figure, somebody that you put in ads, and families who look at him, someone that was someone viewed honorable, somebody of a good reputation, you know, and somebody who was looked at as an icon, as a model of family values and all of that. That image of Tiger Woods, evaporated when revelations came out that he was involved in a series of extramarital affairs. And when that came out, and then there was a crash, and then there was divorce, the wife divorced him and all that, and he had problem with with golf. I've seen it with there are some coaches, professional coaches, football coaches, when they divorce their wives, when their wives divorce them, it affects their game. I've seen it a couple of times. Some it affects their game more than some. It affects them more than others. So the point is that one thing that helped Tiger, that helps some of these professional coaches, is having a stable home. Professional sports, professional athletes, professional managers or coaches, at the top of their game need a stable home. That home serves as a bulwark, serves as a support system that helps them to absorb the stress of the work and help them to go back home. So when there's problem at home, it affects their game because they go to the game, they are stressed up, there's pressure from companies, from sponsored deals and all that. They get home and there's problem at home, or there's no support system at home. It tends to affect them. And that is why we've seen it time and time again. that for top professional athletes, when there's problem at home, it often affects the game that they play. And that's the same thing that's happened with Tiger Woods. You know, me, I think, yes, now it appears he has what looks like a substance problem or an addiction problem, or whatever you want to call it. There's a problem there. But I think Tiger will be helped more if he has a support system. People in mental health, in psychiatry, in health, when somebody has a condition, once you have a medical condition, whether it's mental or sociological or physiological or pathological, any health condition you have, mental or otherwise, having a good support system, having people there who loves you, who care about you, who are supporting you through every step of the journey to coming back to full health, it always helps. Always helps. No matter what condition you have, it helps to have people by your side, close, loving family by your side to support you through the thick and thin of things. That is how it is. That is the way it is. That thing is very important. So if that thing is lacking, if there's disunity in the home, people have left home, there's emptiness syndrome, the person is more or less alone, with casual friendships or relationships that are not too serious. There's no support system, there's nobody close that's assisting. All you just have are professionals around them, professional security, professional chefs, cleaners, and all that. No real close family. Yeah, I'm just making all this up. I'm just saying all of this. I don't know about the personal, I don't know the details of Wood's personal life as it is now, but we could just make an inference from the fact that when he was on top of his game, Woods had a wife, had kids, and Woods is someone that I think he worked. It was the dad. The dad worked with him, right? If I'm not mistaken. So he had that support system from the dad, from the parents, and then he grew up and had a support system from his own family, and that was things were working well until all those revelations came out. Possibly before those revelations came out, probably some things led to the infidelity and the cheating and stuff like that. So the bottom line is that Woods needs a support system, you know. And with all this that has taken place now, I just hope he finds that support system. He remains a golf legend, you know, but can't keep having this kind of incidences, you know. And the more these things happen, the worse the outcomes, and if these are signs of an issue, it should be addressed. We know what has happened to popular black celebrities and stars who face similar issues and how it all ended up. Remember Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, you know, and other black celebrities. I just hope that Tiger Woods gets all the helps he needs and all the helps that is expected, and he gets back to his full self, you know, and we all learn a lesson from what has happened here.